Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and today we're changing the battery in our 2021 Toyota Sequoia. This is pretty much the same process on the Tundra and the Sequoia for most of the V8 models. Please consult your proper repair manual before doing this. This is just how I'm doing it, and I might miss something or interpret it differently. So the first thing we're going to do is pop the hood. So we're going to pull the latch inside the car. Next, we'll find the latch and push this over to the left, as you see here, to release it and then lift this up. And here's our battery. Now, please take note that any of this moisture you see is battery acid, so do not touch it. Don't get it in your eyes. You're going to want to wear safety glasses and also gloves to make sure that you're safe. Next, we want to locate the positive and then negative side of the battery. We want to actually do the negative first as we're removing this. So we'll take a 10mm socket and go after the negative side first. It will be reversed as we're installing the battery, so keep that in mind. So we'll go ahead and loosen this. You don't have to take it out all the way, just loose enough that we can then lift the connector off of the battery post. Now we'll go to the positive side, so make sure that you keep these oriented properly, especially when we install the battery. So same 10mm socket, we're going to go ahead and loosen this up on the positive side and then remove its post. If it does seem to get hung up, you can put a flathead screwdriver under it. Just be careful to pry it evenly to remove it, and make sure you never put any metal objects between the two posts. Any metal contact between the two could cause the battery to catch fire or short out or really cause some damage. Next, we'll need a 10mm deep socket. So it has to be a deep socket because it's going to go over the stud here to get to the nut. So we're going to go ahead and loosen this up. Now, you do not have to take the nut all the way off. There's a trick to this. So by simply loosening each side without removing it entirely, it will keep our J-hooks together. And all we have to do is wiggle this out of the two eyelet holes that are down there, and we can lift this whole assembly out as one piece. So if you look down in there, notice how there's a little bit of a J that it forms that hooks into the frame there. So all we have to do is wiggle this loose, and we can lift this out just like this, still all attached. Now remember, this is also metal to metal. We don't want to contact on both sides of the battery. Now we'll just remove the battery from the car, and it is pretty heavy. So make sure that you also strap it down, put it in some cardboard if it's leaking some battery acid, so you can go get your new battery. And now we'll place our new battery in its place. Be sure not to pinch any wires, move any cables that are in the way as you're putting it in. Now, you do have usually a battery core charge, so you have to take your old battery in or they'll charge you more. And notice how we made sure that we still have our red on the left and our negative on the right. Now we'll lower our battery tie down into place, and notice how we left the caps on the battery terminals to help mitigate any more shocking that could happen if the metal was contacted. So we'll just put these down in here, and we're just going to gently hook on each side of the frame. And then sometimes it takes one hand to kind of hold it in place, and with the other hand slowly tighten that nut back up. But you can get this down, make sure it's even on both sides. So we'll tighten down one side and the other. So don't tighten one down all the way. Make sure that it's even. And we'll double check that we have that J-hook in on both sides, holding our battery down properly. And now we can connect the battery. So there's caps on top of these. So you're going to peel up on the little section here. Sometimes they break off, and we're going to slide this off. Many people have put their battery connectors over the plastic and wonder why the battery doesn't work. So don't do that. So we're going to start with our positive side first and tighten it down snug. And then we're going to move to the ground. So remember, that's opposite of how we took the battery off. So that is important. Okay, so we'll take our other cap off. And notice the little tiny little spark here as we put this one on, and that's why you want it to spark to ground. And we'll go ahead and tighten this one down snug. And you don't have to put these on super tight and break it either. We just want them nice and firm and snug where they're not going to move. Now, please double check that you didn't get a R battery, which is reverse polarity, which puts the positive and the negative on the wrong side, or that you didn't have the battery in backwards. Notice how it is difficult to see that plus sign when this is in and installed. So pro tip, once you're installed, you might want to put the cover back down and then paint with a paint pen the positive and negative on each side. You wouldn't believe how many people hook these up to jumpstart a battery down the road and get them backwards and don't get it right. So again, make sure the cap is down first so it's cleared, and then you can have a positive and a negative, very clear sign. If you did happen to hook it up backwards, please check my video description. I have a video where that had happened to a friend of mine, and we were able to at least find some of the blown fuses, and he got lucky. So that's all there is to it, to the battery change. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please check the video description. I have a full playlist on this vehicle and others that are similar to it. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Thanks, guys.